this is Mike Davis. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Ryan to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A first down carry for Davis. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
These two teams all tied after 1. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run with Patterson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them. Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's the fullback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it down.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Let's get that
touchdown. Terry McLaurin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another. Looking there for picks, but intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they... have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Mayfield slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 25 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Washington.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can... And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 1st and 10, Franks. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And Davis, he's not going to get there. Unable to make it to the yellow line. They stop him short. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Franks. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
And the decision paid off indeed. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And this one is right through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And able to get this out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Eluding the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a prime example of the danger that Baker Mayfield presents when he's able to get outside of the pocket.
And we see many quarterbacks do this in the league. A lot of them have that good mobility, but we see them, they're more like striders, right? There's a smoothness to them. When I watch Baker Mayfield, everything is sharp, hard, aggressive, and he turns it into a big-time shot downfield and a monster play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They go again with Davis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Davis. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Franks looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Franks now to throw on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you're panicking.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown, Washington. Odell Beckham, 37 yards. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Odell Beckham. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And he spins through. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 3rd down, it's Patterson, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Davis, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Again, it's Davis. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check. No.
Franks now. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Mayfield. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. The Franks looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay,
they'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They begin with a run by Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Franks. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau, and he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Room to run. Now Mayfield lost the football. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On 1st down, it's Patterson. Finds a seam inside the 40. 20! And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup.
Shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot.